Welcome to the call, guys. Welcome to the call. Appreciate y'all for hopping on tonight. I hope you got your pens, got your papers, got your second screen up or whatever, so that you can, listen, you can learn, you can apply what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about some fundamentals in the trading space, right? That I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. You've already heard educators talk about. You've already seen them go through it in the academy, but maybe you just haven't practiced it enough. And tonight we're going to be talking about trend lines. Okay. Now, if you were on our Saturday school class on Saturday, or you watched the recording, if you got value from our support and resistance training, that was a couple days ago, drop some sevens in the chat. If you got value, if you learned something from that training, if something clicked for you on that support and resistance training, drop some sevens in the chat. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, guys, that's my cousin coming to pick up something from me, and he's coming to the gate now. Hang on. Guys, someone go in the chat for me. At least I'm dropping it. Ashley and some of them say they cannot get on. Okay, Chi-Chi was on it. Chi-Chi, y'all, Chi-Chi with the quickness. Chi-Chi is on, right? I was like over there trying to multitask, and she already responded, so I appreciate that. So yeah, I see a lot of sevens coming through in the chat for the support and resistance training. And tonight we're going to take it a little bit further on trend lines. Okay, we're going to be talking about trend lines, which is how to kind of identify the trend in the market. Okay, what trend where, if the market's in an uptrend or a downtrend. And that's what we're going to be able to see here tonight. So let me bring up Trading View. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. And guys, I might be interrupted during this call, like just when, I'm a teaser. When he comes in, everyone say hi, Gary, right? When he comes in, I'm probably gonna have to talk to him because he's coming to pick up a million things that he sent to my house before he goes back to Nassau tomorrow. So I'm sure he's gonna disturb us. So I'm just giving you all a heads up, okay? So if you guys can see my Trading View, say, put a 1 in the chat. If you can see Trading View, put a 1 in the chat. Cool. All right, good stuff. All right. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. All right, so before we even get into the Trading View side of things, I want us to look, let me pull up a pair, but I want us to look at something really quickly. Let's ignore this, guys, and let's just move over here to a blank space in the market. So we can draw something first before we start looking at candlesticks or anything. So guys, think about this, okay? In the market, price is either going in 3 directions, right? What are those directions? Drop it in the chat. And y'all know I'm very interactive, so y'all engage with your girl, okay? What are the 3 directions the market moves in? Okay, up, down, sideways, up, down, sideways. Okay, good stuff. All right. So guys, let's look at it. Let's draw something. Okay, let's draw it. Let's draw something. So if the market, where in the world is my thing? Here it is. Okay. So the market can move like this. Why is it not working? Hang on, y'all. Doesn't want us to be great today. It doesn't want us to be great. Hang on, y'all. Trading View. Where's Lovely with the Trading View training? I'm playing. All right, cool. Here's my line right here. Boom. All right. So market could go in this direction. Y'all, why is it not letting me be great tonight? Okay. What direction is this? If you see a market that's like this, what direction are we going in? Okay, good. I see y'all got an uptrend, right? Uptrend. So ignore the little arrows. Actually, I'll use this to make it better, right? And if the market is going like this, what direction is that? Okay, downtrend. And if the market is going like this, what direction is this? Sideways. Yes, okay? So guys, if you're new, the market goes in an uptrend, a downtrend, okay? Or it moves sideways. That's the first thing you gotta know, okay? You just gotta understand that. Those are the three ways that the market moves. Now, let's look at an uptrend, okay? Let's draw that again. Okay, market's moving like this. Okay, market's moving like this, right? Now, what you're looking for when the market is moving like this, how do you identify if it's an uptrend or downtrend? Don't overcomplicate this, y'all. Check this out. This is a peak. This, well, I'll call it a valley, okay? This is a valley. This is a valley. This is a bottom. This is what we call a low. And what you want to do when you see two lows, guys, all you do is go to your trading view, your trend line tool, and you just want to connect the dots. Y'all remember connect the dots in school? I'm gonna make this a different color just so we can see it easily. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all see, I just connect the dots. Does that make sense? Hold on, y'all. Okay, perfect. So let's look at this in the live market. Okay, y'all do know when you're looking at the trends and the trade line and the candlesticks, you can change this from candles to line chart. Y'all know that, right? Right on Trading View, this says candles. You can change it to line, and it allows things to look a lot. It allows things to be a lot clearer and a lot cleaner, so that you're not confused with the noise of the candlestick. Now let's look at this, y'all. Let's just look at this area right here. This area right here. Okay. I'm gonna box it up so y'all can see it, so y'all don't get confused. The same thing that I drew within the square. Let's just identify, let's just look at that area alone. Okay, let's identify what's happening here. What direction do you think the market is going in this box? And even if you don't know, guys, guess. Okay, this is a great time to learn. So guess. Okay. Okay, guess. Okay, I see one person. I see Andrew said it's an uptrend. Okay, Keisha said it's an uptrend. Yes, guys, it's an uptrend. How do you know? Because let's just look at it. Let's zoom it in a little bit. Remember, we're only talking about what's within these two white lines. Look at this. Is price going up or is price going down? Does this squiggly line look like it's going up or down? And here's how you identify it, guys. We're gonna look for all of the valleys or the peaks in the market. So this to me looks like it's going up. If you start down here, it's going in this direction. And here's how you confirm that. So this is a little peak. Okay, look, price came here, it pushed up to this area, then it peaked again. Came up here again, right? It even came up and came down here also. Went up, back down again. Do y'all see what I'm seeing? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Now, All of these little lines in between, you're only looking, guys, for right now for general direction of the market, okay? So if we start here, the market basically pushed up to this level and then came down to this circle. Push up to this level, came down to this circle. Push up to here, came down to here. Push up to here, came down to here. Y'all see that? So that's symbolizing an uptrend because price is going higher. You have to think of the market as stairs. Okay, it's like you're going up some stairs. All right, so this is an uptrend. Do y'all agree with that so far? Can y'all see that so far? And you got to practice this and you got to train your eyes. But what I want to show y'all is this. Okay, let's erase just this right here. We're going to keep the little circles, the little valleys. Okay. Now, when you're trying to identify a trend line, so we already identified that this market is going up. We can see that we're in an uptrend. But now when we want to go to our tool that says trend line, we want to now draw a trend line. How do you draw a trend line? All you do is connect the dots. Like back in the day in school, you connect the dots. I'm showing you on the line chart, then we're going to do this on the candle chart, right? So basically, if this is the first peak, I can connect this dot to the next dot. Right? Y'all see that? Goes from here to here. Right? Now, as the market continues to go up, the next dot, the next connection is here. Y'all see that? Here. Yes, it moved off a little bit from here, but we're moving line of best fit. So we connected from here to here. That's a trend line. But as the market continued to go up, we realized it created another low, another valley right here. So now we want to put it to that line. As you can see, this might not have touched it. It doesn't have to touch, but it came close and it bounced above, hit this trend line again. Now, this is the new low. So what can we do? As we draw the trend line, guys, we could keep adjusting it. So now we want it to match this one. So we go there. It's still respecting the trend line. Then we go to this last one. Boom. So as you move up the trend, guys, you just keep adjusting it to the last peak. Do y'all follow me? So if you look at this right now, this thing, follow my mark, what you call it, my marker or my highlighter. We're going here. I want this to be yellow or something so y'all can see it easily. Okay. Here to here, here to here, to here, to here, boom, boom. Y'all see that? And then look at what happens right here. Where's the next low in the market right here? Right there. Down low, right in that white box, above them boxes, right there. No, in the white box, right? Oh. Yeah, right there. All right. So guys, if you look now, the next low after this one is right here. Y'all see that? Then the next one is here, right? So check this out. What does this mean? If we look at this, price was here. What did price do right here? What's happening right here where price go here? Price broke the trend line. Y'all see that? It was respecting it and staying above it the whole time, but right now price broke it and came down. Pushed up, then it came down. What this is meaning, y'all, is that if price breaks a trend line, it's saying that it's a change in the direction. Price was in an uptrend. Once it breaks a trend line, it's an indication that price is about to go the opposite direction. So now it's in a what? If it's not in the uptrend, it's in a what? Y'all awake? Okay, good, Keisha. It's in a downtrend, right? It's in a downtrend. All right. So look, price respected the trend line up, then it broke it, and then it went down again. So now a break of a trend line, guys, indicates change in direction. Now, here's what I want y'all to write down. A trend line is just a diagonal support and resistance. So on Saturday, we talked about support and resistance. We drew horizontal lines and y'all saw where price respected the lines. And we're going to look at this on the live chart in a minute, right? all support, all a trend line is, guys, is the exact same thing, except for it being horizontal, it's diagonal. That's it. But it behaves the exact same way. So, you know, when we were looking at support and resistance, if it respected an area, when does it symbolize a change in what we're going to be doing in the market? When it breaks the line. The same exact thing with a trend line. The trend line just isn't horizontal, it's diagonal. Does this make sense? Yep, and it breaks with momentum, exactly. And we're gonna look at that now with the candlesticks, okay? So let's clear this, y'all. Let's clear this. We're gonna look at the same pair, but instead of looking at it as a line chart, we're gonna look at it as a candlestick, like which we usually look when we trade in. So before we even look at trend lines, let's just look at this area right here, okay? Let's identify support and resistance. Y'all remember? Support and resistance. Okay, if we're looking at this market here, we can see something, we can say price is having some reactions right here, right here. Okay, and if we look to the upside, price had a reaction here, 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 okay, here, here. Y'all see that? So if we were to draw a line right around this area, and we were to draw a line around this area, just to identify those levels, we can see, and I'm gonna remove these circles just so it's not too much for y'all to understand, or to confuse y'all. If we just look at the levels, and y'all remember, support and resistance isn't drawn as a line, it's drawn as what? Let's see who remembers. We don't draw support and resistance as lines, we draw it as what? Zones. Way to go, Andrew. That's what I'm talking. Okay, Andrew, Mo, and Keisha, y'all was locked in on that training. Hold on, y'all. Like, come right now. Come here. I already teased them. I say y'all have to say hi, Gary. This is Gary. This is Gary, everyone.
Everything solid. CKK.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. Sorry about and guess what? Running back in here, I bucked my toe. Ah, I will cry. Oh, oh. Sorry, y'all. I need a second to just think. Whew. You know when you hit your toe so hard on the desk? Oh. Okay, I think I got myself together. Man, that hurt so much. Gee. Okay. So where were we? So we were talking about support and resistance, right? So support and resistance is not lines, it's zones, right? So because this is not a support resistance training, I'm not going to take a super long time on this, but I do want to mark it up as a zone. So this is something I think I was working with Shante with this earlier today, and some of the others who sent me some of your markups, which most of y'all didn't. But the ones who send the markups, they can make money. Y'all gonna be sad y'all ain't send me the markups, right? But when you're looking at the zone, how do you identify the top of the zone and how do you identify the bottom of the zone? Here's what you're looking for. When we're looking at a resistance, right, which is gonna symbolize like this line, what we're looking for is the tips or the time, the movements when time pushed all the way up. We're looking for those levels. Hold on, let me close the door. They're too loud there. Okay, so this, so let's draw with the marker. And God, guys, I'm doing this like super, like if I was talking you through this, if you were sitting right next to me, okay? So if we're looking at the market coming up here, boom. The highest point in this place is right here. Then it pushed down, right? Then y'all see the highest point in this part is right here. Y'all see that right there? Then it pushed down, okay? The highest point is right here again. Now this did wick up, but we're gonna stay right here. Push down. Here, push down. Here, here. When it came up again, it's the same line. And then it broke, right? So what would be a good zone here, guys, is this. The lowest point is on this white line, because this is where I made those little marks. And the highest point is this part. So your zone, guys, will be like this. Y'all see that? So now do you understand why the zone is here and not like somewhere down here? It's because I'm looking at the top, the highest point of the resistance. It came here, this wick through, because you don't want to mark your zone and make, that's too huge of a zone, right? You want it right here. And if you look, these 2 points wick together. Even if, let's just say worst case, so I don't confuse you guys. Let's say you took the top of your zone at the highest point, which is right here. That's safe to say this zone is a support resistance zone. This is a resistance because price came to it, respected it, and dropped from it. And then look what happened here. Price did what? On this particular candlestick right here, what happened? I'll make it a different color. Let me make it like purple or something. Price broke the zone with momentum, right? It broke the zone. So if price breaks the zone, you know we are about to go in the other direction. So if we were looking for opportunities to trade, guys, on a resistance, we coming up here, price came in, came down. So when price comes here, what do you expect it to do? Is this a buy or sell opportunity from right here? You're expecting price from here to go up or down if it's in the zone. You're expecting it to go down because if price comes here, we expecting price, if it respects here, it's coming back down. Down is a sell. If it comes back up to that same level and respects it, what we expecting price to do? Go up or down from here? down. Price comes back here again. What is it going to do? Up or down? Down. So each one of these opportunities, guys, when price is in your resistance area, that's an opportunity for you to enter a trade for a sell, saying price is going to go down. If you had entered in here, price went down. You entered here, price went down. You entered here, price went down. You entered here, price went down, right? But then it came up and broke. So now it broke the zone. What do you think is going to happen now? Is price continuing to go down, or is it about to go up now? If price breaks a zone, what do you, boom, it's about to go up. So if price breaks a zone, you like, okay, I'm not looking for it to go down anymore. I'm looking for an opportunity for it to go up. Okay, that's a resistance area. Same thing at the bottom here. Okay. We're looking now for the lowest point when price came down. So when you see price came, this is the lowest point right here. Right? Price came back down again. This is the lowest point. So what are we going to do? We're going to draw our zone between from there. Sorry, guys. We're going to draw our zone from here to here. Smaller zone. Y'all see it's a much tighter zone. Let me move these because boom. So now you know that price, when price comes in this area here, what you expect price to do. So if price is coming down here to this zone and it's rejecting and it's not breaking, do we expect price to go up or down from here? It's about to go up. Look at some of these new names saying they're getting it, right? Right. Price came to the zone, it's about to bounce from it. Remember, your zone is your floor and your ceiling, and think about it like you bouncing a ball. If you bounce a ball on the roof, it's gonna come back down to come towards the floor. That's all that's happening, guys. Even if in the chart, even if it don't come all the way to the floor, if it comes here, you expect it to just bounce. When it hits the floor, you know it going back up, because when a ball bounces on the floor, it don't go further in the ground, it goes up. But what happens, right? So it's bouncing to the ceiling, bouncing down. Now this time it has massive force, and because you bounce the ball so much force, it busts through the roof and put a hole in the roof. Now it's about to go up. Does that make sense? Y'all follow me? So that's how you got to think of support and resistance. Now, when you're thinking about trend lines, it's the same exact concept. It's just diagonal, because it's now indicating a direction instead of a hallway. Now, instead of it being a hallway, it's stairs. Do y'all get that concept? So instead of it being a hallway and the ball is bouncing like this, a trend line is stairs. You're either going up the stairs or down the stairs. So let's look at it. Let's look at this. Let's look at this again. So let's just look at this area right here. Let's look for the trend. So right here, we can clearly identify, guys, just looking at this chart, that right here, there's an uptrend because price is going up. Write this down. When you're drawing trend lines, okay, when you're drawing trend lines or trying to identify the trend in the market, if the market is going up, which means it's bullish, okay, if the market is going up, you draw your trend line at the bottom. You connect the dots from the bottom, okay? So like you say, so if we're going up, you're gonna be looking for zones at the bottom, not from the top. Like let's say, you see how this is a market that's going up, you can draw your line from the bottom, not from the top like this. Not like, okay, top to top to top, right? You ain't drawing it like that. Okay, you drawing it from the bottom. So remember, trend lines in a market that's in an uptrend, you draw the trend line from the bottom. If you're in a downtrend like this, you draw the trend line from the top. That's key, y'all. You got to know that. Okay, draw the trend line from the top. If it's a bearish market or the market's going down, draw the trend line from the bottom if it's going up. when connecting a trend line or drawing a trend line, you must connect at least 2 points, okay? If you can connect multiple points, that's an even stronger trend line, but you must connect 2 points. So what does that mean? Let's just look at this area right here, okay? Let's look at this area right now, right here. This is the top, okay? That's the peak. Price came down, and it came back up to this peak again. Then it came down, then it came up to this peak again. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? So in this area right here, price is in a downtrend. And if price is in a downtrend, do we draw from the top or the bottom, y'all? From the top. So if price is in a downtrend, and we start here, let's just say we start at the top here. Our first peak, our next peak is this one right here. When drawing a trend line, the best way to draw a trend line, guys, is from the highest or the outermost wick of the next thing. So let's just say you could draw this line down here to the body of the candle, but that's not going to be accurate because this price actually went all the way to the wick. So you want to go wick to wick, okay? If a candlestick doesn't have a wick, then you want to go to the body of the candle. But from this wick to this wick, do you guys see that? Okay. So if we were to draw, that's 2 points connected. So this is a valid trend line. Okay, this is a valid trend line. So check this out. Let's look at it. Price came down, came to our trend line, dropped. Then look what happened. This is another, isn't this another peak right here, y'all? Right, it's another one. It's another peak. So check this out. You can also have a trend line from here to here. So this is one trend line. This is another trend line. Because this is another peak. How do you identify the peak? You're just looking for where the market came down, then came up. It came down, then it came up. Then it came down, then it came up. So let's look at this. Let's just look at this. Okay, let's look at this. If we're looking at this market, let's see what's happening. Price came down. Right here, let's say we were looking at this trend line here. It respected. It came here. Then what did it do? It broke through. Retested the trend line. And look what it did. It pushed all the way up to this next trend line, back down again. Right? Broke through. Retested. Sell. Come up here. Respect the trend line again. Down. Then price bounced up. And what did it do here? Broke through. Retested. So what if we saw this? If price broke through right here, guys. Okay, let's just look at this level right here. Price broke through and retested. What do we expect in the market to do from this point right here? If price broke the trend, so we're no longer in the downtrend, it broke means now we're moving in an uptrend, and price retest your zone. What you looking to do? You're looking for price to go up. So you can enter this trade for a buy. This would have been an ideal entry for a buy. And look, if you had entered it, this thing shot all the way up to here. Does that make sense? If y'all lost, tell me you lost. This is a good time. This is the best time to do it. All right. Here's the thing that confuses a lot of people, and it used to confuse me with trend lines. I thought that like there was a trend line, like this ain't the right one. Like this is the trend line, guys. Your trading is all based on your perspective. Okay, so you can mark up any trend line. It works almost for all of them, no matter what. If I didn't even want to look at this point and I wanted to start looking at trend lines from, let's just say right here. Let's say I made this my first peak. Let's say I didn't even look at that one. Okay, I didn't even look at this one up top. I started here because this is a peak, and I went from here. Okay, price came down. Then look what price did. Came right back up. Here, came down. Came right back up. Here, it went, but this is the level. What is this showing us right here? That's a support. I mean, that's a like SR zone. It's just a horizontal one. So because it's a resistance. Y'all see that? And then this is a resistance, boom. It started here, it respected once, came down, respected twice. We at this level, price is respecting this level. What do you think is gonna happen from here? Price about to sell. You can get in, entry, boom, pure pips. Pure pips, okay? What time frame to start your analysis on? It all depends on what kind of, what most of us on this call are, what we would be like day traders, right? We don't want to be in the trade for a week. We want to be in and out of a trade in the day, in a couple hours if possible. So I would say, to be honest, to start practicing marking up your trend lines and stuff, start marking up stuff on the daily, support and resistance and trend lines. Here's why. It's less movement, so it's like easier for you to get clearly defined lines. The lower the time frame, the more stuff gonna be happening, so it's gonna be harder for you to be able to figure out what's happening because price is moving so much more frequently. So I would say when you first start analyzing on like the daily so you can get clear trends. Because check this out, like on the daily, this is very evident, very clear that price is in an uptrend right here. Let's just say right here. Okay, let's look at where we're starting from. So if I was to start from this trend line right here, okay, here's what I do. I'm gonna look. I actually can start from the end because this is like consolidate. Y'all see that? It's like kind of consolidating. The move starts like around here. So I could take this trend line and I could say, okay, my first peak in the market is right here. Y'all see that right there? Let me zoom in. Is this a valid trend line? Absolutely, because it's a trend line. It's price. I can just draw that out like that. But here's what you want to do. You want to look for the next peak. So if this is where, if price went up, it came down. Price went up, where did it come down again? Right in this area. So we got to look for a line to connect in that area, the outermost one. So let's just say I use this one right here. Boom. Okay, price came down, price went up, and it came down here again. So if I really wanted to, I'm not wrong if I go like this, but then this is not the line of best fit because you can see that price respected the direction, but if we draw the line all the way up here, it's looking like it's a breakout. That's not really what happened. You want to stay out here. So if we're looking at price touching this line, okay, hold on, let me just draw it out and show y'all. So price is touching this line. Right? It came here, came up, respected like around this line, price pushed up, it consolidated in this area. Y'all see that? And then price did what? It broke down to the downside. So if price breaks the trend line, what are we looking to do now? Price was in an uptrend. Now, all of a sudden, it broke our trend line. Price is about to do what? Okay, Ebony, I see you. Price is about to sell. Okay, we're looking now for sales. So the way you look at trends, y'all, this is going to change your whole perspective on the market. If you draw a trend line and we're in an uptrend, when we're in an uptrend, this is important, y'all. If we are in an uptrend, we are looking for buy opportunities. When we are in a downtrend, we are looking for sell opportunities. Okay? I think I spelled some stuff wrong, but y'all get it. Okay? Cool. All right. So if we are in an uptrend, we're looking for times to buy. So here's what we're talking about. If price was up here, okay? If price came all the way up here, y'all, are we looking to buy now when price is at the peak? Price is at the highest price. Why would you enter the market now? Most of us as a rookie, we're gonna say, price going up, let me get in. But it's the highest it's been, it's about to drop. So you about to buy and then you're gonna lose. Who has that happened to? That happened to me so much times before I understood, right? I would look at the market in an uptrend I'd be like, wait, gold going up. Let me get in for a buy. And as soon as I get in, the thing plummets because I bought it at the highest price. So you got to look at, when you look at the market, when we get to like high levels, you got to think about it as if, do you buy when something is the most expensive? No, we wait for things to go on what? On sale. So in the market, when the price drops and pulls back, this is the opportunity now that you want to buy, because you know we're going in the uptrend. We just was waiting for price to drop so we could get in. So you got to always remember, you're waiting for price to pull back so you can look for an opportunity to buy. Because when we're in an uptrend, we're looking for buy opportunities. Now, here's another thing to think about. If price is here, yo, music so annoying, bro. Why? KK, come talk to this dog. Okay, they're honing and moaning. Okay, so let's say prices up here, y'all, right? In the market, we may know that this is a resistance. We may know that this is an area of resistance. And you, in your mind, you may say, and you can do this as you get more advanced. You can say, yo, price about to drop, you know. And price could be about to drop. But in the market, ideally, if we're in an uptrend, we're not looking to sell the market in an uptrend. We're looking for the market to sell, and we're looking for an ideal opportunity to get in for the buy. That's called counter trend trading. We don't want to trade against the trend. Y'all heard Doc say it before, the trend is your friend. So if we're in an uptrend, we're looking for opportunities to buy with the trend. We just got to wait for the opportunity to get in for the buy. Does that make sense? This is the same exact thing with HFX, y'all. This is why when you be on milli session, the currency is higher. We looking for calls. When price up here, you ain't calling. They waiting for it to pull back to a low zone so we can buy. Does that make sense? Y'all got that? So you got to learn how to identify the trend so you know what type of opportunities in the market you're looking for. Okay, cool. So this is an uptrend. So let's see. Let me just show you all though. Let's just look at it, because it's not 100%. It's not going to work every single time like clockwork, but it may. Okay. Now remember, we always looking for a break, and then we want to retest. Is there a retest? So we can see here, price broke the trend line, but did it retest? And what retest means, guys, is does it go back up to our zone that it just broke? So on this trade, does it breaks, but does it retest? Yes or no? Good stuff. You all know it doesn't, because price came down and it doesn't even come close to our zone again. So it doesn't retest. So that means that typically here, if this had happened, you probably looking at the trade like, yo, price about to sell, price about to sell. But there's no opportunity for you to enter the market, because you can only enter the market on the retest. So you wouldn't want to enter the market like way down here, because you don't know what it's about to do. Is it about to go up? Is it about to go down? You don't know. So there was no retest. So you would have had no opportunity to get in, but price did drop, but we couldn't get in the market. You would just have to wait. Okay. Now check this out. So price comes here, right? Most of us would think, but because there's no retest, we don't know if we're going to go for a sell. If we were hoping in an ideal world that price would have done this, price would have come back to the zone and then drop, right? But look, that didn't happen. We didn't get a retest. Look at what ended up happening. Price made another low, then another low here. Check this out. That means we're still in our trend. Check this out. So if we move and touch this last wick there, price, boom, respects it. Then you see price still go, it's still respecting our trend, right? Check this out. If you go like this, if you move this over to that last peak, price is still coming here. So if we notice this, that, let me erase this. If we notice that price comes towards our trend line, what is it do? If price is coming down towards our trend line, it's a wick. What will we most likely do? If you see price coming down here, and you see this wick, and you see price about to shoot up, and it's just respected our trend line, what you probably think about to happen in the market? This is an opportunity for us to enter the market for a what? Look at Ebony, y'all. Give it up for Ebony. New to the, but you getting the concepts. Yes. We're looking for opportunity here to buy. Price about to go up, so we can buy this market up. So let's just say you had entered the market. Let's see, right here. Let's say price hit it here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, let's say price hit our trend line and you see it about to shoot up. And let's say you wait for the candle to close and the candle closes right here. And you enter right here, boom. Okay. You could have catch this for, if you took it all the way to that wick, if you wrote it out, that's 629 pips. Wow, because we're on the daily. That's 629 pips with almost no drawdown. Look at that. Look at that. If we enter right here, I tell you, we about to be rich. If you enter this right here on this candlestick right here, price never. You was in profit the entire 600 pips. It never come back to our entry, just straight up. 600 pips. Now it would have took us, let's see, let's do the math, let's see. And I'm telling you, it's amazing how as you mature and you learn, like your style changes. I was a scalper. Now I think I want to be a position trader because like, look at this. This is 600 pips, 630 pips. And it would have, let's see, 630 pips. Right? And it would have took, how much time is this? If I do my ruler from here to here to here. And that would have took us, that's what, that's a 43 bars. I don't know if that's right. So that's from November 4th to January. So 63 days. Okay. That would have took 2 months to happen. But guys, you would have been in MetaTrader 4 for 2 months and never in the red. Think about if you were in a 0.1 lot size, you just make $620 in 2 months. If you was at a standard, that's $6,200 in 2 months, just on your phone and you're just looking at the blue. Like it never went and draw down. And all of this is just because we identified a trend. We identified a trend. Okay. Now, how does this make sense first before I go on? Because we're gonna have to end this call soon because locker room. But I want to do a downtrend. Okay. I want to do a downtrend. So in the downtrend, we're looking for what kind of opportunities, y'all? Sell opportunities. No, give it up for Keisha. Keisha on it tonight. So let's look at the market. Let's look for a sell. So in this area right now, we can clearly see that the market is going down. Okay. And if we're going down, okay, where do we draw our trend line? Top or bottom? Top. Okay, cool. So let's start. Let's check it out. So this will be peak number 1. Right? This will be peak number 1. Price came down. Right? This could be another peak. Price came down. This could be another area of peak, right? Price came down. Okay, we just identifying all of them, and then we're gonna pick the best fit. Price came down, then it come back in this area again, down. Okay, and then you can see it starts to go up from here. But let's just look at that. Okay, so if we go to our trend line tool, let's pick the top. We go from here to the second, to the next trend. Okay, and we're just gonna draw it out. Boom. Okay, let's just draw that first one. Let's just say that was the first one we saw. Price came down, respected, came down. You can see right here, it wicked up. So this is where you want to make the adjustment to the outermost wick. So first we were here, but you can see price came to this level. So this is a better fit. Y'all see that? To this particular wick. Okay, so let's look. Price came down, came close to, came down, respected the trend line, came down, came back up to our trend line, and then what does it do? Breaks through. Okay, it breaks through. All right, price breaks through, and then it pretty much retests. Okay, it pretty much retests. Okay, so if it retests, now this is an opportunity for a change in direction, which it kind of did, because if you had said, okay, price came, broke my trend line, it retests my trend line, this about to go up. Guess what? If you had entered like an opportunity for it to go up and you entered here, you would have been able to catch from here to here. Still would have been able to catch. That's a quick what? 219 pips. Not bad, right? Not bad. 219 pips just because it broke and retested. But let's just say, okay, so it broke and retested. Then look what it did. It came right back down. Okay, it came all the way down to here. Then it pushed back up. So you have a couple options. We could adjust the trend. So we could be like, okay, this is something that was an opportunity to catch some pips to the upside, right? Then you could also say, hold on. Let's bring it out to this line to match up with this. So let's see what happened. Price came down, boom, came here, boom, broke, retest, shot up, caught some pips, then it came right back down. Then what does it do? It breaks through, retest for the sell. Do y'all see this? See, you just got to start looking at drawing your trend line and talking to yourself. Like when I'm looking, I'm literally talking to myself like when I'm looking at the charts. So price came in, broke, retested a little bit above it with my trend line. Then it came down, retested again, and then shot down for another 225 pips. And remember, if we are trading with the trend and this is a downtrend, we're looking for sales. So that would have been a sell opportunity, right? So if price comes here, we out the trade. Now, price comes back up, retest, comes back up, drops, retest our zone, it respects it, it doesn't break it. What are we looking to do here? Sell again, another sell right here for another 279 pips. Y'all see how like this really, like I'm like, I can't believe it, like it ain't that hard. But we overthink, overcomplicate, try to tell our own story, try to predict the future, like instead of just reading what it's telling us. Is this making sense to someone? So what I want you all to do, right, is you gotta just go to like different currency pairs and go to a chart and just go draw it. Like this is a great thing to draw. This is a clear downtrend. So if this is a downtrend, and I'm just gonna draw like a quick thing. I'm not gonna actually look at what I'm doing, but let's just say you drew something like this. Let's just say you go like this. I'm gonna do a tighter one like this, right? Boom. Let's go from here. I can start here. Okay, let's just say you drew this right here. Just like this, right? You know that you're in a downtrend. So you looking for opportunities of when you could sell, not buy. You don't want to be buying down here. You looking for opportunities off of the trend line. So anytime price gets close to your trend line and respects it, you go in to sell it. So this is an opportunity here. This would be an opportunity for a sell. This is an opportunity for a sell. This is another opportunity for a sell. This time here, what happens? Price comes to our trend line, but it breaks it. So we know it breaks it. We ain't getting it because it break our trend with momentum. And it kind of retests, okay? And look, this here actually, it started to retest it, and then look at this candlestick. It came and broke through our trend line again, retest. So if this is a prime opportunity because price broke down, retest our zone, we know they're selling from right here. Like this guaranteed from right here, this thing about to drop. And you could have rode this all the way down if you wanted to. You could have get in here for this small move, that's 115 pips, or you could have ride this bad boy down all the way to down here for 430 pips. Y'all see that? Just because we understand the trend. But the moment it breaks above our trend line, we got to take a look and say, hold on, let's see what's happening. I broke my trend line. This my direction changing, but it doesn't have to all the time, because you can see this broke the trend line, retest it, but then it broke it again and still put us back in our direction. Price actually respected this trend line all the way until, if we kept the same trend line here drawn, the actual better fit of this trend line would have been up here like this. Y'all see that? Would be here. Because now it's boom, 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 boom. Another opportunity here, boom. The only time price actually broke was right here. So price came here, retested, broke, shot all the way up, came back down, broke in our direction again, retested, then shot down for even more, another couple hundred pips. So once you identify the trend, we have so many chances to get into the market in that direction to catch some pips on both sides. But you got to go practice marking up the trend. Guys, trend lines are our friend, okay? Trend lines are our friend. Mark up the trend. Mark up support resistance. At this point, don't try to trade them both. Just try to identify them on their own. When we put them together, that's called price action, because that's going to tell you, if we know the direction of the market, we know what the trend is, and we enter, those support and resistance zones kind of give us our areas of where take profit and stop losses should be, because we know at those zones, something might happen. That's when we secure the bag. But the trend will actually help you identify opportunities to get in the market to catch some pips. Okay, I hope this is valuable, guys. I would have kept going if it wasn't locker room, and I think they're doing like a chairman question and answer, so I think I gotta be on there. They probably texting right now. Yeah, so I gotta get on, okay? So I recorded this, guys. I'm gonna upload this tonight so y'all can review this. The support and resistance training is on my YouTube. Go watch it over and over and over and over. I've been watching it over and over, and it's just getting smoother and better with it. And now it makes it easy. I actually hopped in a trade today and I tried something. I hopped in US 30 on my demo. I think I already erased the zone. Yeah, I erased it from where I was at. Actually, check this out. Look at this. Look at this. And then I got to go for real. So this is the daily, but let me go to the 1 hour. US 30. I don't even trade this, but I wanted to see if it worked. And I could have seen that price, like I got in from here earlier today. I realized that it was respecting this zone, and I placed in my demo a sell. Price sold all the way down. Look where price is at. And look what I have now as a marker for me. If price respects this zone and stays above this bottom trend line, I can buy it back up to the zone again. And with US 30, y'all, it's hundreds of dollars at a time. So you better believe I'm about to go learn how to mark up US 30, because I see someone make $500,000 on US 30 2 days ago I was like, yo, I gotta learn this. All right. So guys, I hope this was valuable. I'm gonna share the recording with you guys. Locker room is a Q&A with the chairman. So I would advise you guys hop on, come get some sauce, come get in the mind of a chairman. We got in the mind of a trader. Now let's get in the mind of building this business. All right. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.